For some veterinary students, the most memorable experiences during veterinary school take place outside the traditional classroom, half a world away. Several Kansas State University veterinary students, including members of the class of 2014, have been volunteering with different organizations to practice their veterinary skills in African or Latin American countries. One of these students, Nathaniel Cordel, traveled with the Christian Veterinary Mission to Zambia in southern Africa after his freshman year.
We did large animal work in the mornings when it was cool, a lot of deworming, vaccinations of cattle, primarily cattle, a few sheep and goats, but primarily cattle. And then in the afternoons when it was a little bit warmer, usually we're in the village of Mwandi, and usually we'd set up a spay, neuter, and a rabies vaccination clinic underneath a tree in the middle of the village. That was really neat and just a great way to administer to the people of the village.
Following his sophomore year, Cordel took another trip to Tanzania. Fellow student Molly Melling helped with a spay-neuter clinic in Cusco, Peru, as part of a World Vets delegation during fall 2013. Her experience highlighted the challenges of working in a foreign country.
There's no oxygen or gas inhalant anesthesia, so that was really different, and it kind of changed how we did things a little bit. You kind of had to work a little bit faster or make sure you had enough drug for the animal. The basics were there, but it was just we had to tweak everything because we were so limited by our supplies.
Traveling overseas allowed Elizabeth Covington to expand her experience with South American camelids. She participated in a mission to help improve herd health and reproductive management of alpacas and llamas in Nunoa, Peru.
I will say that the majority of alpaca and llama farms that I've dealt with in the States, they tend to be hobby farms. People tend to just kind of like these animals and keep them in the pasture as pets. In Peru, the animals truly are their livelihood. They're relying on their fiber for their knitwear. That's how they make their money. So it was different to see kind of a hobby farm versus this is really their livelihood.
With his experience at the Institute for Sustainable International Studies in Belize, Mathew Stewart explored his interest with exotic animals such as large cats.
It was really a good time. I got to see howler monkeys in their natural habitat. At the Belize Zoo they had harpy eagles, jaguars. Well, there's 5 different types of wild cats that are in Belize, and they had all those. It was quite an eye-opening experience, both as far as the nature that is there, that isn't up here, as well as culturally.
No matter where they traveled or what organization they worked with, all of the students valued their overseas experience.
It just made me realize that this is something I want to commit myself to in the future, being able to go places to help people and their animals in other parts of the world, or even the United States, where they can't afford veterinary care or it's just not available to them. So I hope that I get to do many more of these types of trips.
I think anytime you can go out there and serve other people, it just helps you to regain a good focus on life and what's really important, which I think is sometimes easily lost, and it just helps to really put everything in perspective, why you're in a certain vocation, why you chose veterinary medicine.
It was just an amazing time, different place, different culture. Like I said, kind of expanded my horizons, and I know talking with some of the other students that have done trips to Africa or other places in Central and South America, that they definitely share similar experiences, that it's something that you wouldn't change for the world.